Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. Today we're going to create strength and flexibility throughout the entire body today in our yoga practice. So if you happen to have a block or a book, strap, maybe a towel or a sock, a long sock, grab those things. You may want to use them today. Find a little bit of space to move. Please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. So let's begin today on our hands and our knees. If you do have any props with you, just move them off to the side. And let's find a tabletop position. So spreading your fingers nice and wide and bringing your knees right under your hips. So nice and balanced here. We're going to warm up our quads. We're going to fire up our quads right from the start. So I want you to stay on the top of your feet. Don't tuck your toes under. Try and stay on the top of your feet. And we're just going to hover our knees. Some of you have done this with me before. It's a lovely, lovely quad strengthener. So just hover the knees, not a ton, just a little bit. Squeeze your belly button in towards your spine. And push into your palms. If this is too much on the wrist, you could also find your forearms. Breathe, firing up the quads as well as the core. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, release and relax. Start to tuck your toes under this time. So tuck the toes under. Same thing, we're just going to hover the knees a little bit. So lift those knees. Push those heels back behind you, maybe stretching through the top of the feet, even those toes a little bit. Breathe. Draw that belly in. Awesome job, you guys. Hopefully you feel that through those quads. Take one more inhale. And exhale, release, relax. If you need to shake out the feet, shake them out. But we're going to tuck our toes under and lift all the way up into downward facing dog. So whenever you're ready to do that, maybe taking those hips for a little rock side to side or pedaling the feet. But just taking a few breaths here. Start to let go of your day. Forget about those quads for a moment. Just feel your body and your breath. Awesome work, you guys. So using an inhale, we're going to start to look between the hands. And as you exhale, we're going to walk our feet all the way up to the top of our mat. So we're going to be folding forward here for a little bit. So if you need your block or something under your hands to bring the floor closer to you, please do. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. I want you folding forward though, so let your head be heavy. We're releasing through that low back. Not a whole lot of weight in those shoulders. They're just really soft and relaxed. And then if you want to get a little weird here, we're going to take that left heel. We're going to try and touch our glute. So it might happen, it might not. We're just trying to lift that heel towards the glute. Folding forwards. Nice, you guys. What happens when you take your left hand, grab that foot, and try to touch that heel to your glute. But right now, my knee's lifting a lot. I want to bring that knee right next to the other knee. A little weird, I know. So let go if you're holding your foot. That left foot can find the floor again. We're folding forward. If you need a break, take it. Getting a little weird, I know. So what happens when that right heel wants to find the glute? Might happen on its own, might not. Mine sure is not. Maybe you want to give it a little extra help by grabbing that foot, folding forward. We're trying to keep the knees side by side. I know it wants to lift higher, but don't let it. Awesome, you guys. Dropping that right foot back down next to the left foot. And now let's inhale and take a half lift. Find some length through those legs. That means just stick your butt out. Feel those hamstrings. Even if your knees are bent, you can get into those hamstrings. Lift the chest a little more, almost like you want to arch your back a little bit. Take an inhale. And exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach up, stand tall. And exhale your hands through heart center down to your sides. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back into downward facing dog. I want you to turn your heels out a little bit more than usual. Toes are pointing in a little bit, and your heels might be lifted. That's fine. Just see what it feels like. Lift the hips a little higher. Let your head be heavy. And then use an inhale. Look forwards. Exhale. Walk, step, maybe jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, look up, and exhale your hands through heart center down to your sides. All right, you guys, let's balance a little bit. So we're going to move our block. If you're using a book or a block, you can have it in front of you. Something to maybe support you. We're going to work on our balance. If you like to have a wall by you, move to a wall. But let's stand on our right foot. And I guess also a good time maybe to have your strap, but we just want to bring the heel towards the glute. So if you can't grab your foot, just grab your strap or your towel, make your arms nice and long so that you can hook your foot on. You can hook your towel or arms around your foot. Let me just demonstrate before I try to ask you to do something that is not feasible. It's a little weird. It's a little bit weird. All right, you guys. So yes, we are balancing. We're still here. I'm not going to use my strap. It's a little harder with the strap. Just kidding. It's not. But we're going to stay here for a little longer. So you can stay exactly as you are. Squeezing those knees together, hugging that heel towards the glutes. Who has dancer's pose in their practice? We're just going to flip that grip. I want you to hang on to the inside of that left foot, opening up the chest with this. So you're going to start to lift that knee now. Permission to lift that knee and also lift the heel away from the glute. And then maybe that right arm can reach out in front. Maybe you can tip forwards a little bit and try to tap your block or your floor in front of you. Woo! And if you're wiggling all over the place like me, it happens. Don't worry about it. We're supposed to have fun and we're not supposed to be really good at every pose, right? So do what you can do. Have fun with it. And then let's come back up. Ooh, I can feel that through my legs today. So good, so good. Let's switch sides. Let's switch sides. Give that right leg a break. Don't worry, we're going to go back to that right side though. So using that strap, using your hands, whatever, staying here, maybe get a nice stretch to the quad. Maybe it's not much for a quad stretch, but balance. If you're coming for dancers, just hang on to the inside of your foot so that you can get a nice chest opener on that right side. Starting to lift that knee if you want it. Trying to pull that heel from the glute. And then maybe reaching out in front and leaning forwards a little or lots. Nice, you guys. A little bit nicer on this side for me. Awesome job, you guys. But since I'm feeling solid, now I've got to go a little further because I got to find that challenge where I get nice and wobbly. Awesome, you guys. Lovely, lovely. Okay, so come back up. Ooh, and let go of the feet. Bring them to the mat, shake it out, whatever you need. We are going to stay standing here, you guys, and continue to work on our balance, but we're going to get a little different. So let's take the right foot. forwards and step the left foot back a little bit. We will be coming into a half moon pose if you are familiar with that term. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 options here. So let's start with option 1. We're gonna start to tip forwards. We're gonna be putting all of our weight into our front foot, or at least most of our weight, but we want our belly button shining to the left. So that left hip, it's coming up towards that ceiling. So this might be a weird transition, but just start to kind of float into your half moon. So that left foot, that back foot might want to lift. Your hands can be on your block or the floor, thinking about that belly button shining to that left side. All right, you guys. Breathe. Very good, I think. Come back up. We're going to try that one more time, but opportunity to get nice and weird and challenge yourself. So we've been grabbing onto our foot to get into our quad. We're going to do the same thing, but you have the opportunity to grab your foot or your quad. But I'm going to grab mine when I'm up there. You can grab it now, but that belly button is shining to the left. Half moon. And then we're going to try and grab our heel, or our ankle, and bring the heel towards the glute. Yes, something like so. Always trying new challenging things. Getting weird. So let's let that go. Come back up. We'll switch sides. Now we all know where we're going. So no surprises here, but that left foot's coming forwards. And we're going to shine the belly button to the right this time. And you can just take flight. Maybe your half moon looks like this. Half star or star. Nice, you guys. So nothing fancy on this one. You're just thinking about balancing. Strong through that core, that left or that back leg, lifting up a little or a lot. Maybe that big toe never actually leaves the floor. Just breathe. Remember to play with it. And then let's come back up. And we will try that one more time, adding that heel to the glute this time if you want it. I encourage you to try it. The strap is always there to make your arm longer if you've got one. And if you think I'm like, heck no, I'm not trying that, that's fine too. It's your practice. We're just trying to, you guys, I'm super wobbly today. It's kind of nice. All right. Get it, grab it, whatever, wherever you are, breathe. Is your belly button still pointing, shining to that right side? Open it up if it's starting to face the floor. Nice. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so hard today. Okay, gracefully come out of it. Let's move the blocks, the books off to the side. I think we're done with our balance for a little bit. Let's roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor. Step back into your downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Push your chest back towards your knees. And then let's bring our knees to the floor, but out nice and wide. Untuck your toes. Keep those big toes together. Send your hips back to your heels and find child's pose. Nice work. So with an inhale, you can start to lift yourself back up. I hope that your balance might have been a little bit better than mine today. But that's the beauty of our yoga practice is that every day we don't know what we can do. And some days we can do everything and some days we can't do some things. So it's nice to see different changes, you know. Okay, let's bring our legs out in front and we're going to stretch our quad a little bit more. So you can start by just kind of laying on that right side, hugging your heel towards your glute or using your strap again to bring your heel towards your glute. You can stay here on your side. You can kind of lay down your upper body a little bit if you want to get a little bit extra comfy. But you could also start to bring your shin to the floor and kind of sitting here. So the heel will be beside the hip so that you're not sitting on your heel. And then you can stay sitting here. This might also be a nice stretch for the ankle instead of the quad. Might be a hip flexor stretch instead of the quad, but whatever you're feeling, that's okay. Just where you're tighter. If you'd like, you can even bend that right knee. You can lay down or on your forearms. You can lay all the way down. Just go as far as you would like to go. This feels right. And maybe you're still laying on your right hip, holding your heel towards your glute. Just here for a few moments. Nicely done, you guys. Okay, so those of you that are laying down, and this is what you want to take on the other side, you can start to switch, maybe lift up a little bit, just kind of bring your leg out from behind you, and you can start to switch sides if you're coming over and laying on that left side, grabbing your heel towards your glutes. You can also set this up. Wherever you would like to go. Just relaxing a little bit. Now if you're laying on your back, however you need to move to get your legs back out nice and long. If you are on your side, let that go. Just roll onto your back. Let's plant our feet and bend our knees. One bridge pose. Rest your arms at your sides. Use an inhale, lift the hips. Walk those shoulders in a little bit. Try and bring the chest, the collarbone, towards the chin. And one last inhale here. And exhale. Let the hips come all the way down. Maybe a little rock from side to side if that feels good. Well, we are going to move ourselves back into child's pose. So I want you to either roll to the side or rock forwards, but come onto your knees. We're going to bring our knees out nice and wide and the big toes together. So if you're able to, I want you to try to bring your arms between your legs this time. So this can be a really awesome neck stretch because our arms aren't holding our head and our shoulders up. And so with the arms between the legs, you can just let your shoulders be heavy on the mat. Bring your right cheek or your left cheek to the mat or your ear even. And just think about getting a nice neck stretch. Shoulder wants to find the chin. And if this does not feel good for you, just find child's pose in any way, shape, or form that works for you. If you've got a cheek or an ear down on the mat, just switch sides. And letting the shoulders be heavy. Nice work, you guys. Feel free to stay in child's pose a little longer. Or if you'd like to take a downward facing dog to give your knees a break, you can start to lift up. Maybe pedal the feet a little bit. Just shake it out. Awesome, you guys. If you are in down dog, just bring your knees back down to the mat. Let's all cross our ankles and find a nice comfy seat. Just letting your eyes close. Place your hands on your knees. And with an inhale, sit nice and tall. Exhale. Another inhale here. And exhale. One more nice big inhale. And exhale. Awesome work today, you guys. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Have a really awesome day. And until we meet again, namaste.